Very Victus!
Very Victus.
Let's get on with the killing.
You're mixing your fictions now.
Wait, is that not the same game?
Very Victus.
Right.
Let's get on with the killing. No, I think that's like Quake or something.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Legacy of Kain.
Well, no. Sorry.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because this really is a Legacy of Kain game anyway.
Yeah,
it
so,
is.
yeah.
It is called Nosgoth. It's a new free-to-play arena-based multiplayer shooter. I guess shooter. I mean, you can see I'm tearing this dude's face off. Not sans gun.
Right.
Using vamp
No
claws.
guns.
It is, I guess, set in that Legacy of Kain universe. Those games were also set in the wonderful, beautiful land of Nosgoth. This game, not so much. It has sort of stripped away a lot of that lore. So if that's sort of what you were looking for, and Justin, I know you're a big fan of that series.
I love that series, and it's lying dormant. I'm so happy that it's back. The legacy, the characters
my
you love.
my hope is that they are
Rich fiction.
trying to get that brand recognition.
Single player action
Trying to get that burning again.
that I crave.
Here's the good news is that despite the fact that it looks nothing like
This looks really fun.
Kain series, it's actually super tight. So basically what they've done, it is asymmetrical 4 versus 4 multiplayer. It is what I love about this game, surprisingly, like I did not think I was going to like it at all. Because I love the original franchise and I don't understand why they just don't keep making those. They have taken that sort of Left 4 Dead idea and they have distilled it down to this very compact experience. So you can see right now I'm playing as I believe it's called a Reaver, which is confusing because it's not a Soul Reaver, which is basically like a hunter from the Left 4 Dead games,
Okay.
where I'm sure you played the competitive part of Left 4 Dead, but you could play as the special zombies, and the hunter could pounce on people and hold them down and just tear them up. And the Reaver does sort of the same thing. And if you're playing as a human, you can shoot them off your buddy if you're getting pounced. So as a vampire, you have like special abilities. There's a big hulking tank, which is another sort of Left 4 Dead archetype that can just juggernaut his way into a crowd of people and tear them up. By the way, you can see here I'm eating this person's blood to heal. That's the only way you can heal as a vampire. Actually, no, you can regenerate health if you can stay out of combat for long enough, but it's way more efficient to eat
drink
blood.
them.
Just drink them.
Are there any non-player characters that you can drink just lying around?
No. That's just the vampire healing mechanic. Humans have to find like these special stations that are scattered all over the map.
That sounds like way more fun. Why would you want to play as a human ever?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. I actually kind of like playing as a human. You're obviously not as empowered. You can't climb up stuff. There's one vampire that can just straight up fly through the air and then swoop down and grab people and then fly them into the air and then drop them.
Okay. Yes, please.
That's pretty tight. The vampires can obviously
tell me it's randomly assigned what team you're playing
No,
for, right?
well, each match you play as humans and then you play as vampires. So you get
if I was playing as a human, I would just like drop my gun and be like, "Take me,
Just take me now."
Dark Spectre, into your world. Make me one of your children of the night, you beautiful Avenger. Sweep me up in your romantic gothic lifestyle. I'm ready. Take me away.
I actually really like playing as a human because it's like scary. You have to all like basically do what these people are doing here, which is like hide in the corner and all work together to like concentrate your fire to take things down and just like focus on surviving. But you have
Does
like
working together actually happen? Do people?
Yeah, that's the thing. That much like all asymmetrical multiplayer games, it is either, oh, by the way, you can drag humans around if you want to get them to a safe spot to drink them up. So you don't just have to do it in battle. It's my favorite thing. I'm full of health, so I don't need that body. I was just sort of trolling one of my teammates who chased me around trying to get that blood.
That's good play style.
Like every other asymmetrical multiplayer game, it is either fun when it works the way that the developer intended, or when you have like a bunch of like KD hunting, like headshot camping, like jerks who try to play it like every other shooting game. It's a miserable experience.
Now, are humans in first person?
No.
Okay, humans are third person.
Humans are in third person, yeah. Because humans have a lot of abilities too. Like there's special bombs and flechettes and bolos.
They have the ability to love, which
they
vampires
also
don't.
love. Vampires do not have that.
Vampires being immortal are a lot more invested. I think humans are more invested in staying alive.
Sure. I think there's really nice balance to it. I don't think one side is particularly more powered. It's overpowered. It just has to your team just has to play smart. These guys are playing relatively smart. They're pretty out in the open. Most human teams. I've been
seeing you go on a wild rumpus for this entire video and not get killed once. So I don't know.
I'm super dope, actually.
Is that the thing about it? You're just so good at it.
Just super, super good. I think there's a nice balance between the two teams, and I'm going to play as a human here in a bit to show you sort of how that breaks down. Now, because it is a free-to-play game, there is a sort of economy to it in how you can customize your character. So every character has the humans have main weapons. Every character has 2 special abilities. I've got that smoke bomb that I've been throwing down, and I also have an ability that makes me dodge every incoming ranged attack, but it makes me incapable of attacking for like 5 seconds. So it's a nice little escape vehicle if I get surrounded.
Now you have to buy those. Is that the deal, or just unlocked as you?
No, you can. I'll explain it. You also have a perk system that you can only equip one of, and it's just a passive thing, like it makes you reload faster or whatever. This human team I'm playing against is not especially great, so that's sort of also why Hulkamania is running wild.
Is this open beta yet, Griffin, or is it still closed beta?
It is closed in the sense that you can buy. It's going to be free to play. The only way to get beta access now is to buy a founders pack or whatever on Steam, and it's $20, and it includes some in-game currency and some in-game unlocks and special stuff like that. But that's the only way to get into it. Some of those packs actually include other beta invites that you can send to your friends. But as of right now, that's where it is.
And this is multiplayer only, right? No single player action.
Did you check that dope dive?
That was amazing, Griffin, and so effective too.
Well, I mean, it gets you across the map. Not everything has to be a sick kill shot.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Now look at this. Oh, that poor human.
Nope, they got me with
it took
arrows.
You downtown.
Yeah. So
there is regards to Dracula.
As you level up each class, and as you level up your main profile, you can unlock stuff. You'll get random treasure chests with unlocks and stuff in it. Otherwise, you earn gold for playing each round, and then you can spend that gold on new abilities, new perks, new weapons. You can buy them relatively inexpensively. After a single match, maybe 1 to 2 matches, you can buy them for 7 days, and then you have them for 7 days, or at a much higher cost, you can buy them permanently. And then there's also that mandatory secondary currency that is blue, like all secondary currencies in free-to-play games are, that you pay with for real money, and you can spend those on vanity stuff like new rig outs, new glad racks.
Not pay to win.
Not play to win as far as I've seen. I mean, I think you would definitely get a leg up if you had more stuff. I have found some of the abilities that are non-standard to be way stronger than the others. But yeah.
But you could have fun with it for free, certainly.
Yeah, definitely. And I have. I mean, I definitely have. Actually, I did buy a founders pack, so I did spend some money that way. So yeah, that's how the game's economy works. I'll show it off a little bit later. I'm gonna cut to now the humanity side.
Ugh, I'm bored already. I'm already a human.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So this is a human. This is the hunter class, which is sort of like the basic assault class. I have a repeating crossbow. I have a bolo, and I actually have a special bolo that I bought for 7 days. That poisons them if you can get it around them. The bolo is sweet because if you can wrap it around a vampire, then they can't do anything. Like that. He can't do anything for 3 seconds, which basically just gives you time to... Man, I got really jumped on there.
I'm not sure you capitalized on that bolo opportunity.
I mean, I did kill the guy. And I dropped a grenade and got a sweet double kill. I was hoping you might be like, oh, Griffin, 6 kills. Not like try and take me down like you always have done for your whole life. So as a human, you have to stay together. You have to not die. You have to kill vampires.
Now, how are you staying together right now?
Well, I'm hunting I was going for that glowing station there. That's how you heal. It's like the only way you can heal as a human. So, and also you can only use one of those. You can use the same station once per life. So, like, humans can't stick around in one place for too long. They can find these little safe zones, but as soon as they start taking damage, they sort of have to move as a group to wherever they can find another healing station.
I bet that if you tried to heal by drinking a human's blood, it would lead to some like really awkward conversations.
Barry, listen, like, you're not using this stuff anymore. Can I just have some of it? Yeah, so I think that healing station, like, being an expendable... Oh, my Jesus. Being an expendable thing is like...
Is there anything you can do about that?
No, I mean, you really need your buds to...
Seems like there should be a counter.
You need your buds to... I mean, I can throw a bolo at someone as they're oncoming. Or also, I have, like, a dodge roll button. There's a really great sound design to the game. Like, those big tyrant vampires. I almost called him a zombie. He looks zombie-ish. You can hear them coming.
Vampires but zombies with teeth?
Fang teeth zombies, yeah. You can hear those big guys coming a mile away because they, you can hear like their footsteps and stuff. Those hunters guys, they, whenever they're prowling, like getting ready to jump, you have to do that for a few seconds to charge it up. You can hear them like growling, and so you like know that it's about to come your way.
What's the rich fiction of this?
Vampires are the worst.
Okay.
Or humans are the worst.
Okay.
Depending on sort of where your affiliation lies. It's a surprisingly smart like breakdown, like how the game changes these two styles of play. Like they look very similar. They even at times feel kind of similar. But it's definitely two different. See, you can see me trying to help this person out as they get pounced on. I don't know. I think in like the vein of like spies versus mercs and all that stuff, like it's hard to balance these two things while making them two definitely like separate ideas. And
I'm sure they'll be tweaking that as they go. That seems to be the way of these things.
Yeah, and I definitely think there's room to expand the game. There's not very many maps in the beta right now. There's only 3 classes for each side. There's only like a handful of abilities and stuff like that. I actually haven't taken umbrage with the economy of the game, which is rare for me in a free-to-play game. They give out free daily perks that you can use that day, like just to like test them out and see what it's like before you drop your hard-earned money on it.
How does it look? My connection here is obviously not, since you're streaming, it's not.
Sure, no, it looks
pristine.
Looks good. That was one of those flying vampires. I really want to show what they look like. I think I actually do get picked up in this run at some point.
Can you look especially like fun and flirty to try to get one to pick you up? Is that possible?
I mean, it's looking.
Hey
vampire.
Hey vampire.
Hey vampire, baby.
It's just me, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Okay. How come every overview that I do with you devolves into your Austin Powers impression?
Because I'm hoping to get a viral buzz going for AP4, I guess.
Yeah.
Still no.
What would you want? Like Gold Member 2? That was obviously the Apex.
No, I think Spy Who Shagged Me is the Apex. It had Elvis Costello.
Oh, that's right.
Everything.
There's a flying guy. Oh, he's dead already. Team's too tight. Tight team of Blades over here. Like Blade the movie.
Mm-hmm. Are there daywalkers?
I mean, most of the matches are set at dusk, so it's really hard to tell.
Right. You can't turn people, right? That'd be neat.
No, not as of yet. So this is one of the other human classes. It's an alchemist, and she can throw down these like sweet firewalls, and uses like a exploding cannon gun that's really slow but super super powerful. That flying guy is not flying very much. I hate to critique his game, because I'm not very good at the flying guy. I'm pretty much terrible at flying in any multiplayer experience.
Right. He's basically the helicopter of vampires.
I mean, I mean, I would have gone with plane because planes actually have like wings. Planes are the vampires of the sky.
I hate when planes pick me up.
I know. And there's another human class that's like a long-range bow user that I'm not crazy about.
Griffin, does it make you disappointed that there isn't a first-player Legacy of Kain game, or is it just like we just have to make do with what we got?
I don't know, man. I feel like that franchise got so scrouty, Ralph. By the end of it.
I mean, no doubt. Towards the end, there were some questionable decisions being made by all parties, including and not limited to myself for continuing to purchase them, despite all evidence to their being excellent, being basically non-existent. But I do feel like I'm ready to go back.
Sure. I mean, you want what was your favorite? What was your fave? It's got to be Soul Reaver, right?
I mean, and honestly, like as much as I enjoy Kain as a character, I think it probably hit its apex around like Soul Reaver 2.
Soul Reaver 2 is so goddamn good.
The one where they split Defiance,
where you played as both.
We played as both. That was pretty good because they re-envisioned Kain as like Kain was like a weird video game character in that he was like very slow and was just basically like super threatening but not very mobile. Like that's what I remember most about Kain, is that he just was a little stationary, but he was also very evil, which is a lot of fun, and you don't see that as much in games anymore. You just like drink peasants for the hell of it.
I just remember that like the boss fights in Soul. I mean, I know we've gotten so off track because this has literally nothing to do with the game we're playing now, but like the boss fights in Soul Reaver, like figuring out like, oh, you have to figure out a way to submerge this guy in water, like that stuff was so tight.
And the throwing was really good. Like it felt really good to like throw stuff.
Man.
Soul Reaper. Anyway.
One day. Yeah,
Do they show up, you think, if you did like if you did like a sick enough job?
It's your kill
come
streak.
Down like,
King
well,
yeah.
I'm so impressed. Come and play my other game. I've been keeping it secret. Is this a viral marketing campaign for the
I was only half joking at the beginning. Like I'm hoping that like this, they could have called this game like Vampire Town, and it could have been like, I don't know that it really needed the Nosgoth branding. So like my hope is that in doing this, they're trying to get that ball rolling. I don't think that franchise ever like set the world on fire though. You know, no. I don't think it has like this is a Square Enix published game. Like I don't think it's gonna be like, it wasn't like Tomb Raider. You know, like
yeah, but if they did a Tomb Raider with like a style game, but except you're Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver meets Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm. It's Noun Verver. Welcome to Square Enix's Noun Verver collection. Oh boy, the humans get super close to victory here. I know there's only a few seconds left. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a tie.
What do you think? Not spoiling something.
We ended up tying on this one. So let's hop out of this disappointing draw and check out the buying stuff. I guess we could just end it.
I imagine the peasants watching from their window are especially put out by a draw. Like, so where does that leave us?
Are the vampires going to leave us alone now? Or
are we going to be turned?
Is it going to be worse? Or
is it better?
Can I keep my blood? Or
am I being turned? Will I be swept into your world of gothic romance?
Where do we stand vis-a-vis gothic romance?
You're all still there. Why are you stopping? Why has this been settled?
Are you guys just cool with each other now?
Is this all fine? Or is this a new breed? Are we blending? I love it. A hybrid.
So yeah, you got your loadout, so you can equip
I can't
stuff.
do this.
I know you can't. We're just gonna stop.
I cannot do another customization.
I don't know why you hate customization as much as you do.
That's the end of the video. This looks like fun. I'll play it.
It's good. I mean, if you are on the fence, you can definitely hold off until it's out of beta, and then you can definitely play it for free without having to pick up one of these packs. But I don't know. I've been enjoying it. I feel like this free-to-play market is getting so saturated that, like, if I did want to invest my time into one of these games, like, it would be kind of a hard pick at this point. Like, this year alone, like, Loadout was super good. This game's pretty good. Like, I don't know. There's such a time investment. I don't know where you.
You never have to pay for games though.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good.
If you're trying to game on the cheap, it's a pretty exciting world right now.
Sure. And this is the in-game store, which I won't put you guys through. Thank you for watching. We'll have another video this week. Hopefully, we'll be able to bang out ESO.
Trying.
That Elder Scrolls Online. We did that beta earlier, and now we're gonna go back for Polygon Second Take. Is the name of the new feature we're doing? It's called Polygon Second Take. Anyway, we're not actually doing that. I mean, we are doing the video, but anyway, thanks for watching, Justin. Thanks for doing this with me.
Yeah, whatever. It's my pleasure. You know it.
God, you're so cool.
Yeah.
Isn't Justin cool, everybody?
Yeah.